Hey there. Sorry, it's been a while. Apparently, it's not picking up my model for some reason. So let's see if we can fix that somehow. So it is saying that it should pick it up, but it doesn't. What if we do this? Why is it not visible? Imagine that, starting a stream and not even having visuals. Huh. It's still not... Wait, is it maybe getting confused? If I were to close this... There it is! Okay, problem 1 fixed. Now problem 2 would be my model. Since we're doing something scuffed today, it should be 2D. There it is. Alright, fixed it. Awesome. So, where were we? We were doing 3D modeling. Last time we did the dots, and then I was sick for a week, so I couldn't stream last week. What we wanted to do, I think, was animate stuff. Not sure why this is now shiny, but apparently it is. Why is it? Up close it's shiny, but further away it starts to do weird stuff. Okay, well, anyway, what we did do is, let's see, can we go to pose mode? What I did, if you look at the hair and I bend it forward, you can see there is some automatic reaction to that. It's not ideal, but hey, it's something, right? So I'm curious what this is about. Why is it so... Ah, okay. I made a mistake there. Apparently, I forgot to put this value to 0.5 over there. So that's why it's acting strange. I think the rest should be fine. Just troubleshooting some stuff to make sure it all works right. Seems to work better now. Okay. So we got the hair solved. We got the hands solved, where they move separately, so you can actually guide it to pick up an object. It looks so weird with the hair going back and forth on the background. Let's see. What I think we need to do next is go to these objects, make a cage around it using an empty, and then use that empty to parent it to the hand so it could follow it, and then do the same thing for the cup, I think. Let's see. I do have to be careful because I noticed that my Blender file seems to crash more often than before. So it's probably being overloaded. Let's see, object, snap, cursor to selected, and then add an empty that is cube shaped. Let's make it 1 centimeter radius. Yep. And then let's do the same here. Object, Snap cursor to selected. Add empty and a cube. So now we both have cubes around this thing. Now they're at the moment they're still separated. So I think what I should do is do a modifier. And where was it again? Particle stream, physics, no. Hook, let's shrink, grab, smooth, generate. So what I'm looking for is, let's see, add a procedure operation effect to the hook. Deform specific points using another object. It's not specific point, it just has to be the entire thing, right? Can I do that with an empty? So if I move this, nothing happens. If I move this, nothing happens. If I click on this and move this to 0, what happens then? Nothing still. So that's not the one that I'm looking for, apparently. Data transfers. Vertex group, UV map, vertex color, custom normals from one mesh to another. No. Deform the shape, displace. Mesh deform, no. It has to be more simple. What was that command called again for animation? Let me go look that up. Because I have to make it a child of, but for temporary things, because it has to temporarily follow the object, but not permanently. I knew I saw it somewhere. Let's see. It should be in my liked videos, probably. Rigging. Arm setup. Stylized visual effect. Blender grab object. Yeah, how to have a character interact with an object. That's what I need. Oh, no, this is a bad one. That's not how you're supposed to do that. Grab and release weapons. Ooh. They do it the same. No, that's not what I want. I don't want it. Like, so the method they're suggesting is to have 2 elements. But that's not how I want to do it. Child of constraint shot example. Yeah, there it is. So maybe it's not a modifier, it's a constraint. Okay. Add bone constraint, child of. Okay, there we go. So if we have this one, no, if you have this one, and then we do constraint, where is it? Child of. And then we can set it to this. And now if we move this, it moves with us. Yes. But if you do the influence to 0 and then move it up, it stays behind. Awesome. That's what we want. So what we have to do is the left hand, or like the right hand, because if you look from this, it's the right hand, right? Has to go to the cup and pick it up, and the left hand has to go to the dice and pick it up. And that's gonna probably be very scuffed to do. Let's see. Constraints. Child of. I'm just gonna put it at 0 for now. That should also mean that we should probably have to move our object, right? What actually happens if I'm like further away? Let's see, we have to... So imagine we have the camera here. Hey, that's not what's supposed to happen. What's happening here? The mask is not following. Why is it not following? I thought we already fixed that. If I go to here, edit mode, no, object mode. If I go to pose, and then change this, yeah, the mask does follow. So why does the mask follow in this situation, but not in the other situation? So if I move this backwards and then do the posting, it is because our... Oh. Wait, can we make the pose part of the body? Let's save before we try that. So you have the pose, you have the body, and then we say parent. Sounds weird though. yeah, then weird stuff is gonna happen. But it also shouldn't move separate, right? Armature action, animation. I don't think we have any animation at the moment. How to do this? And it's also so weirdly shiny at the moment. Ports render textured. Yeah, the ear piercing should be part of the head. Parent, object. But why is it still doing that? So whenever I'm posing, it follows it, but whenever I'm moving it, it doesn't. That's a very annoying behavior. Do I just grab it like this then? But that sounds like a recipe for disaster. Like having to constantly grab the entire group. But I guess I'll have to. Set active camera. Let's see what it looks like if we render the image. Okay. And if we move you a little bit closer. Oh, and of course, remove the special effects for the speed lines. No difference. How close do I have to be then? Yeah, it's still just black. Why is it still black? Is the mist that thick? Still nothing, huh? Yeah, it's just not showing up at all. Oh, that's why. Okay. Let's see how far we can actually be. So we have visibility. How far away though? Run the image. Ooh. I'm just curious what it looks like if you have like an entire fog area in between. Oh, that's super foggy. That's a little bit too much, I think. So what we sort of need is like a background mist, but also duplicate object. We need a foreground mist. And then for the foreground, we need to lower the values, I think. And we can do that by making a new, and we call this foreground mist. And we call this one background mist. How can I make it visible in such a way? I think that's better. Bounce. Wire. Okay. So now if we go to this one, then we should probably lower it. Oh, that makes it worse. Let's see what this looks like. Not a lot of change there. Like, I do want a little bit of mist, but not too much. That looks somewhat better, I think. The armatures collection. If we put you here, how much darker are you? Still visible, so we can increase the mist for the behind thing. Material, shading. Oh, now we got some proper darkness. How far are we into the mist? Wait, I should probably move it around a little bit on screen so you guys can see it better. Okay, so you can see you can barely see the mask here, right? So a little bit more, I guess. Ooh, that's a good one, I think. So I think that's a good distance to start off. Now, how long would it take him to cross? What is this? I'd say 3 meters. 3 meters, that's like 2 to 3 steps, probably. 2 to 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Let's say we put it at 4 seconds. But then the question is also how fast are we going to animate it? Output. EV. So let's do 30 frames per second for once. So if it's 30 frames per second, then on 120, Then our model, select objects. Wait, no, I should first put it on the first frame, right? On frame 0 or like frame 1, we have to be at that location. So we say X location, this. And then on 120, our location would be 0. Does that make sense? It's doing the weird thing. Okay, so imagine I have like cool location X like this, and then I put it on 120 and I say I want you to move. Oh, it's going in the wrong direction. Wait, what is the good direction then? Yeah, like I want to have you move forward for 2 meters. Oh, apparently that's too much. Minus 200 then. Oh, and then I have to lock it in like this. So we move pretty much, and then later on we can do the limb animation, right? I think that's how you do it. Like you go from here, go here, strike a pose, and then continue on, right? I think that's how they do it. But the pose and the stuff is still here. Which is hella weird that it's not following the same. Parent. Yeah, and then we get... Look what happened to the legs. Nope. Let me look online. So the pose is not moving with object. Mesh won't move with armature. No, that's a different issue. Wait, if I pick the pose and then move that. Ah, there we go. Okay, so I pick the pose and I move the pose forward. Gotcha. So we pick the data object, we click on this, and then we say at 120 you should be oh damn, okay, it's not this one. Frame 0. You're over here. You're over here. And then at 120. That's a little bit too far. Just at 100, you should be here or somewhere around here. So what happens? You go from there to there. How visible are you once you are close by? Visible enough. We can fine-tune the mist later on, I guess. As long as it's good in the general sense. Let's save for now. Now, of course, we can be T-posing right off the bat, right? That's not what we should be doing. So if we go to the pose and then actually go into pose mode, we should be able to move this down. Just as a starter position, right? I do wonder if we do this and then I grab this thing again and I move this, it will not automatically make a point. Okay, so how do I do that then? Do I bones? Like, do we just put it all into this mode? And then at, for example, 30. For example, you do this. You then have to lock it in for every little thing. It does seem to be moving the limb. Yeah, so it is moving the limb. Although it feels very janky at the moment. So we shouldn't be in a standing still pose at the start. we should be already moving, right? So why is are my legs going inwards here? That's a little bit odd. I feel like I'm missing something here. If I were to do this, wait, how did I do that again? Bone constraint. Copy rotation. Armature. So if I go here and then I say copy rotation. And then I say, which one was this? The IK Shin R. IK Shin R. Ooh. On the y-axis, I think. What happens now if I move this? Not correct. Before original alternate offset. Combined rotation like the original offset checkbox does not work well for multiple axis rotations. World space. Local with parents. Because I don't want it to be bent like this. There has to be an offset somehow. Is it invert? Minus, probably. It's rotating in such a weird way. Why is that? Oh, okay, I can correct it a little bit like this. What's the best way to... Maybe it's like this. We say like, oh yeah, around here is the marker, right? So if you go to 30, then it should be here. Oh shit, it didn't save the last. Shit. Okay, so you save all this data like at this frame. It's confusing. Why do people do this so precise? Ah, we didn't have that bend before yet. But can we also move it then? Wonder if it looks better if it's also we're sinking through the floor. Hmm.
Hey there, demons. It's me.
Hey,
Your boy.
Aiko, how you doing? I'm learning animation, trying to get it to work. It's tough. It's definitely tough. Especially since it's experimental, right? So you don't know 100% how it works. So you're trying to, well, mess around and figure it out. See if things that, like, how it works in your mind, if it's actually working in the program. So I'm trying to, like, I put an annotation here, so I know where the inside of the heel is. And it works up till here, and then it starts to do weird shit. I'm good just gaming at the side. Nice. So this is gonna be a very slow part. I think.
Once we go through, there's no turning back. It's victory or oblivion. Are you ready?
Friend, the time has come. The time has...
It's not doing the last bend how I want it to. Why are you not doing the bend? Because I didn't save you yet. This is correct. And then it goes too fast here.
I admit, my disregard brought chaos to all worlds, one chaos from all worlds, one.
Welcome to the nightmare, which is animation. I should move that other leg away. So we put our foot down. So put our foot down. And then somehow it's moving away too much. Like I only have to make one walk or like one step animation, and then I can loop it. I can, well, not loop it, I can duplicate it, right? So it keeps doing the same animation until the table. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, a little bit tired, but also kind of nervous for the animation stuff because I don't have a lot of experience in this part of Blender. Also, I got 2 waifus, so I need to build them. Oh, which waifus did you get? Do you mean Girls Frontline 2? Or some other game? Hi, Dels. You goofy man. Thank you. I'm trying to do animation today for my 3D model, as you can see. But I am not super experienced with it, so I'm messing around with it, trying to get this foot to make sense, which it is at the moment, I think. And then I have to lock this all in. So on 20, this one should probably be raised up at this point. And Aether, he's also baby step Jinn, baby step. Yeah, literally baby step. We're already doing the tough part just by doing the legs. And I think at 30, it should probably be somewhere here. And this one should probably be 1, 0, 0, 0. Oh, The leg is going inwards a little bit too much. You can't have that. It's not this one. Oh, maybe they just have to point forward more. Oh, there we go. That looks much better. But it's still moving inwards. But we don't see that over here. So what's going on here? So when we're on the tip of this thing, then the other feet should already be going down, I think. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to hit the ground perfectly, but... Let's see, over here. Then let's make a line over here. Oh, refresh. Yeah, I should. Stretch is also necessary. Let me get something to drink. I'll be right back. Give me a moment. And I'm back. Let's see, where were we? Welcome back, thank you. Jenny. Did he also get something to eat? Well, I already ate before stream. I just had some mushroom soup and I had a sandwich with some. Well, it's not really fried chicken. How do you call it? Like baked? How do you call it? Like just chicken in a frying pan, pretty much. And then we did some Italian spices with it. And then I put it on a sandwich with some old cheese, so it's a little bit salty. I do have some, what do they call it again? Licorice, I guess, in English? Just as a snack.
Nice.
Nice. How's your week been so far? Any special events? Nothing big. For the most part, it's been normal. Well, normal's good, right? About you? Well, like I said, I was sick last week, so I couldn't do much. Did do the Valentine's theme, of course, but the Saturday after that, I took time off. We did do some Girls Frontline 2 on Monday. I was still free yesterday and today, so I've just been chilling, relaxing, because I know I have to start working again tomorrow. So I figured might as well get started on this today before I have to head back into work. Something's not feeling right here. Yeah, we have to... bend it a little bit. No, I feel like we could move it further actually. This. I think that works. So wait, right foot, left foot. There's some beauty mistakes in there, but we can fix that. Like over here. Oh, I'm excited about a new gacha game called Tribe 9. Oh, what kind of gacha game is that then? Like, what's the game? I wonder what the gameplay is like then. What I saw, basically, it's a Genshin Wuha fighting. Ah. Would you still be interested in playing that then? If you already have Genshin or Wuha? Like, would you want to play more of the same? How's the animation? Well, we're making a start. We're doing the legs at the moment, so if you look here, you can see we're doing the first walk animation, or like walk cycle. And once we have the first walk cycle, we should be able to duplicate that.
Socially incapable broke incubus that Jinzou has dropped by the bar tilde.
I do wonder if I can just copy and duplicate that. Probably not. The thing is, it also has baseball. But is it worth to play it just for the baseball element? Also, how's your evening going, John? Because earlier you were playing Akiba Strip, right? How did it end? It's been chill? Ah. As you can see, we still have to do a lot with the timing.
Ended at the halfway point. I can finish it in one sitting, but I think it's wiser to stop at 4 hours.
Yeah, we talked about that before, right? That 4 hours is the sweet spot, I think, for streaming. Nope, no cheap viewers. We only want premium. Yo, I'm looking forward. Like, once we're done with this animation, we can do the other animation for bands as well, right? So for this animation, it's like the gambling, right, with the dice. But I want to do the animation where you can see me swing the baseball bat at a bot and just send it off flying like Team Rocket. Oh, my ear. I'm so sorry. Maybe it is a little bit too loud. Feel like this part is like this part is way faster than what's before. Let's see if we can fix that. Don't worry about it. Ah, okay. Glad to hear it. I do think this is gonna take a while before this is gonna be finished. As you can see, we're just doing the legs and it's already taking quite a while. So there's probably gonna be multiple streams of me doing this. Why is that last bit so fast? We're also totally messing up the timing of this thing. I think there has to be an in-between frame. It's going too fast. Also, one of the reasons I'm giving Tribe 9 a try is because the teams are the same as the one who make the Danganronpa games. Ah. For me, I still feel very conflicted about gacha games. And I still feel the same irritation points in Girl Frontline 2, in that, like, there's so much notification stuff, right? Like, hey, look at this, hey, look at that. And I read somewhere is that constant feeling of you having to click on things for dopamines, pretty much, or like the game is made to be addicting, right? So you keep playing and want to spend money to go faster, but it also apparently makes it so that other games become more boring as a result, because these games have very high flickering, right? Because you keep going from menu to menu to menu and click on stuff and get rewards and play the next mission and get rewards. So it has a very short reward cycle. And then if you go play a classic game where to unlock something you have to work for it a bit longer, and it isn't accompanied with a lot of flashy images or rewards, like, oh, you got 10 coins, oh, you got this, oh, you got that, that as a result your brain thinks the older game is more boring because you don't get as much feedback from winning or doing stuff in the game. Hey, Smucker. How are you doing today? We're suffering in animation. So in slow motion it looks fine, but the timing is just off, I think. That's not the right. Doing good enough. Hey, glad to hear it. You saw my big haul on the Discord. I thought those things were sold out because it was like a start collecting kit. For those who don't know, on Discord I mentioned that I found a kit of Warhammer 40k Tau starting armor, like a box of multiple army pieces. So you got like infantry, you got robots, and you got a leader unit. And that was for sale, I think, 1 year ago, or 1.5 years ago, I think, somewhere around that time period. And you get more bang for your buck, pretty much, right? So everything that's inside the box, if you combine it, it should be around 150 euro. But if you look at the price of the box, it is just 100 euro. So you save a 50 bucks, or like around 50 bucks, on buying it as a box set instead of buying it separate. And because of that element, it was easily sold out everywhere. So it's very hard to find boxes like that still available. So I think I got lucky. But yeah, it was on a small web shop, or well, how to call it? It's like a small hobby shop, and they have their own web shop, right? But since it's like a tiny shop, that's not like associated with like the bigger sites like eBay or whatever, you can't find it on eBay then. You can only find it on their website. So I was lucky enough to go to their website and see it. And it was the last box and was like Oh, hell yes, I'm ordering this. It might dig a hole in my wallet again, but on the long term, it's going to be cheaper for me. And I wanted to get like like an extra box of breachers anyway. Ooh, I should show you something else. So you know about the Vespid Stingwings, right? The auxiliary armies in Warhammer, or at least it's like for the Tau army, it's like auxiliary units, which are like a different alien species or something. But I don't like the insect look of it, so a lot of people use replacement units for it. So I was thinking, what if I make it like a female unit? So I stole some chess pieces from a bit, well, not really stole, but like there are these websites that sell parts of a kit if you just want that little piece, right? Especially if there's duplicates. So apparently there were a lot of chess pieces for sale. Ah, $6. Okay, I still have $6 to send to my savings account. Let me send it in. Let's see, deposit. $6. And done. So, where was I? Oh yeah, so instead of the normal vest bits, I thought of using the leftover bits from my first breacher kit, because there are bits in there that can turn your Tau army into either a strike team or a breacher team. And because I made the breacher team, I had leftover piece for the strike team, right? Which is like longer rifles, some extra legs, some extra arms. So I think like, hey, what if I use that to make my vest bits? And then if I get another breacher kit, then I have even more leftover bits. So I can have 2 breachers. And then I just remember it. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I was thinking like if I have 2 breacher kits, then the leftover bits should be enough to make Vespid units. The only thing that you don't get duplicates of is the chest piece. So I got some bits from a bit site where you can order like separate or like loose things from whatever kit you want, if it's in stock, right? So apparently they had some, I think it's like the Space Elf faction chest pieces, which are female chest pieces. So you see like 2, well, it's like breast shape, right, on the chest. So I was thinking like, oh yeah, we don't have that for the Tau. Like in the Tau, you only have like, I guess male armor. So I thought like, oh, that could be cool if you have like the female chest piece and then you have just the helmet on. So it looks like it's as if it's like a female specialty unit. And then I can give them jetpacks. So it looks like they can fly around. So they're a good replacement for the Vespid Stingwings. That was my thought process, at least. And I should have enough to make 10 eventually. I do think for the female versions, I might keep the original feet, like the hooves. I don't know, I think it's funny. Like I think it's funny for the breachers to have normal shoes or the normal boots, right? And then sort of like Wing Diver from EDF. Yeah, I think so. Let me look it up. EDF Wing Diver. Yeah, pretty much. Because then you have like, well, it sounds silly to say representation, but at least you have then male and female units on your army, right? And I think that would be cool. Let me see if I can find the bit site. Where is it again? Bits. Maybe I can share an image on the Discord so you know what chess pieces that I got. Let's see, history, purchase history, my account. Why does it want to go to my account? Hello? Let's see, female, torso. Oh yeah, I found the image. Let's see if I can actually share that or not. Where should I post it actually? I should not post it in the Warhammer Tau process thread because that's specifically for the breachers. Yeah, I can just show it in general thread, I guess. Hey, Doom Eternal, how you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. Wait, weekend? Week. Man, I'm so out of the loop because I got sick and then I'm free. So for me, it still feels like weekend, even though we're in the middle of the week. Let's see. And then we had the jet, I think.
Nah, you're right, Jinn.
Wait, what do you mean I'm right?
I want this week to end already.
Don't we all? What's the name of that piece again? Been meaning to ask, you weren't planning to play with them at any GW store? Well, I did check before, but they say that it should be allowed if I want to play with them at a store, but I wouldn't be able to play in the tournaments. But since it's still me buying official plastics, but just modifying them, it should be okay. I hope. Wait, why is the website being so weird? Oh, there it is. Let's see. Vouchers, order history and details.
Jinn enters the store with 3D printed army, gets banned immediately.
No. I would not 3D print. Imagine that. Nah, that's not me. Although I do think, like, if you 3D print accessories, that's fine, as long as the models itself is official, right? Last time I checked, they and all GW plastic rule, they changed it, or maybe it was just for the... I think it's just tournaments. If you want to play in tournaments, then...
Frankly, economically, I would.
Oh, yeah. I understand. But yeah, to finish my thought, it's... I think if the models itself are made of plastic and feature some of the original parts, but are a little bit modified, it's still acceptable for non-tournament play. Like, if you want to be like in big tournaments, then they would refuse, right? I can understand that, but if you're non-competitive, and just playing for fun, then they are a lot more relaxed with how modified your units are, as long as it's not third party and for sale. I think that's the biggest thing. Like if it's an entire 3D printed army, then they probably wouldn't allow you to play. But now imagine if you have like an army that's partially 3D printed, like, oh, you replace the legs, or oh, on this unit you replace the arms, or on another unit you replace the head. That's fine, I think. Let me screenshot that thing. And to explain what we're doing here, we're trying to do animation in Blender. I'm not the greatest at it, so it's taking a while for me to get it right. Have you played a game called Mortal Kombat? I only played it for a short while, but I found out it's not really my type of game. It feels very stiff and rigid compared to games like Blaze Blue or, for example, Smash Brothers, or what was the other game called again? Soul Calibur. Also, I shared the images on the Gen chat in my Discord. So if you're curious like to what chess piece I got and which jetpack I got, then you can see what I got. So the jetpack is actually from the human armies, I think. And the chess piece are from, let's see. Yeah, so the jetpack or backpack is what they say, comes from the Space Marines, and the other piece, details. The chess pieces are coming from the Kabbalite Warrior Blitz for the Drukhari. I'm still waiting for Clown Jinn Fortnite dance again. No, never. Well, I can only imagine one situation, and that's if I do some kind of subathon and we reach some insanely high goal with it, then I'd consider it, but below that, no, never. I'm so bored, I ain't got shit to do. Oh really, you're out of games? Ah, right, Jetpack is a Space Marine power pack, while the chests are from Drukhari, Aka Dark Elder. Space Rose. Yeah, Space Elves. Well, Space Dark Elves, I guess. I've been waiting for 3 hours for my friend. Oh, are you gonna play Mortal Kombat with them?
Damn space knife ears.
Knife ears. Why is it so slow? But on the other hand, it's fast.
Try rendering it first.
Try rendering it first? Hell no, I'm not rendering this. If I'm rendering this, it's gonna be worse. Speaking of knife ear hate, they did recently put space dwarves back in the... Oh, yeah, I know the space dwarves. Like, originally when I was looking at the armies, I thought that the other army with the dwarves also looked pretty cool, because they have a very technologically... Wait, yeah. Like their units are very tech-based, right? Space Rock Muncher. Yeah, pretty
Space
much.
Rock Munchers.
Yeah, but they have some cool vehicles. Like, I think they have like a 6-wheeled vehicle with a turret on top. And they have power armor. That makes them look like they're walking on stilts. Maybe this time frame is just too short. Maybe I just need to walk slower. So the first bit goes fine. And then over here, it speeds up too much. So maybe if I move this one forward a little bit more. Wait, I didn't save it. I'm an idiot. You're pretty good at animating, aren't you? Not really. Like, I did some animation before. I did some physics simulation before. But I never tried 3D limb animation for a humanoid model. But you gotta start somewhere, right? There's a weird delay or like a weird stop somewhere. Yeah, there's not a lot of here, look at this. Between these two, there's not a lot of difference. So these two should be closer to each other. There it is. So that means the line is here on the heel. That means you have to go back. Let's do it something like this, just to see how it reacts. Oh, something went. A little bit weird there. Let's see if this works. A little bit better. We can fine-tune it later on. We just have to get the big lines going, I think. So we got see, we can rotate this a little bit like this. and then we slide. Like, imagine you just have one walk. Wait, that's not even a bad idea, to be honest, because the camera is not gonna keep following the legs continuously, because if you think about it, there might be a shot like this where you can see me stepping forward, and then there might be a shot of my face, or it might be first my face and then the walk. So maybe just one loop is enough, and then the camera changes to where is it? Object mode. Over here, and then you don't see the feet anyway, so as long as you see the legs moving, that would be acceptable, I think. And then you still have to animate the arms, right? So it fits with the legs for the walk animation. Doesn't have to be anything special, just back and forth. Let's see what it looks like. Wait, before we do that, let's first save before we turn on the graphics. Because it might... There we go. So first we are at this distance, where it's pretty much dark, right? And this orange frame is what's visible within the camera. So you do like the face shot, the leg, stepping forward. Arrive at the table at frame 120 or so. Then with the right hand, which is on the left side for us because we're opposite, we grab this thing, then we grab the dice, we throw the dice up into the air, catch it in the cup, and then smash the cup on the table again and review our results, which could be anything between 6 and 12. And we only have to do the first animation once, and then the dice review, we can do that multiple times, and we can just rotate it one value then, is what I'm thinking. I do notice that I'm already getting tired. Just from 2 hours of animation, because you're constantly thinking and fine-tuning. Also, it's funny that if you look at this, we're just we're just sliding into existence. But that's because we just have the movement, we haven't animated it yet. Imagine if you just... Yo, that would be funny if you have just an animation of you T-posing forward towards the camera. I certainly did pick a project for my first rig animation, huh? Some people say like, oh yeah, just keep it simple. Just do a wave animation, or I don't know, do a baseball swing, or just one swift motion, right? But no, I'm gonna go walk, and then I'm gonna grab one thing, and then I'm gonna grab another thing, and then I'm gonna throw it up into the air and then catch it and be all fancy. Well, the end result hopefully pays off. Hey, don't you dare laugh at me at my suffering. I do wonder if I should do something with the mask. So we definitely got the lights, right? But should I turn the lights on? Where is it? Yeah, we can start with the lights off and then turn the lights on. How did I do that again with the value input? There was a way to do that. Was it a group thing? Where did I do it again? Oh, it's in the wood, right? I think. Was it? Material, custom properties, new, no. Yeah, it's this stuff. So how did I do that again? I have to go to the wood plank material, I think. Yeah, there it is. So if I want to do that with the mask, let's see, make a group. Ah, there it is. See, now it is put here, so now I can time it. So I can start the animation with 0 emission, and then it gets turned on during the animation. Emission strength, default 100, minimum 0, max. That's what you said. Wait, what happens if the value is 500? Hey, that's a cool. What's 1000? Oh, she. Yeah, let's do a max at 1000. so it can flare up, but then the normal value should be 100. Like, you know how if a machine turns on, sometimes you have that very bright flash in the first second, and then it tones down into its normal light mode, right? Like the... It's usually like accompanied with the sound effect, right? It's like a Gundam turning on. Like if you see the lights in a Gundam's eye when it turns on, it's like, oh fuck, it's activated. And usually it's brightest at first, like half second. Okay, so we solved that. So imagine we have the camera. And we put you here. Set active camera. Oh, that's a little bit dark here. Would that work? Nope, it's just darkness. Okay, in the final image, it's still just dark. But on the screen, it's visible. So maybe we still have too much mist. That's just continuously dark. Why is that? Is the... GY... Let's see if the camera is closer. Oh! Hey, we have feet. we can barely make it out. So that means we just have to make it brighter, right?
Feet.
Yes, once again, feet. there is no escape. It's fine if it's misty like this. What do you think is a better order? First the mask lights up in the dark and then you walk forward, or walk forward a step and then the mask lights up? What is a better order, do you think? Personally, I think the step first and then the mask. Because then you have that situation of who is stepping out of the shadow. You just see boots. And then you see the face mask and then you recognize like, oh shit, that's his mask. Feet shot, torso shot, face shot, reveal more identifying detail each time, and so on. Yeah. But it should still be contained within like 4 seconds, right? Because you don't want it to be too long, because you lose like 3 to 4 seconds on the first bit of just step forward, mask reveal, or well, torso maybe, mask reveal. But I think that's even more than 4 seconds, maybe 5. But then you still have to grab the dice, which is another second at least. Grab the cup, which is another second. So that would mean that in total it could head towards like a 15 to 20 second animation for the dice roll. Is that enough? Oh, maybe we could go for 25 seconds. So you got like, you walk a step forward, which is a second. Then you have the torso shot that maybe moves past the camera to indicate moving forward. Then you have the lights of the mask turning on because you're stepping out of the shadow. So that could already be like 6-7 seconds maybe. Then let's take it a little bit more wide and say it's like 2 seconds for the dice, 2 seconds for the cup. The throwing animation is probably gonna be another 5 seconds. Catching it should be 1 or 2 seconds. Slamming it on the table is a second. The reveal is probably a second. And then the camera has to linger so that the people can actually see what the results are, right? So I'd say that the last bit would still be like 5 seconds of still camera on the results of the die. So you can actually see like, oh, we rolled a 6 or we rolled a 7. Something like that. Like, even if I can't work on it this long today, I think I can still work on it on Friday as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream on Friday though. Let's see, I could figure out, maybe I have to do part of it off stream so I can test some stuff out, like the camera placement and the timing of everything. So next week we could then focus on more of the arms, right? I think that could be a good plan. I might have to change the lights as well, because at the moment there's like, how should I explain this? Like, all those blue lines are focused on this orb, right? So if I move this orb around, all the lights follow. But maybe I should make a second one that's like separate from the first one. I think that might be a good plan. So let's bring that camera. Where's the light? Oh, there it is. Because I want this light source to be here, right? On the table. Because that's a good shot. But I do think we should duplicate... let's see... Example, this, and this. Can I just duplicate it like that? I hope. It does seem to be... Yeah, it does seem to be focusing on... Cool. And then we can change the light values. So it's not as wide. So what is the strength of this light source over here then? 3 and 60. So what if I turn you into 600s? Oh, I totally forgot. The shadow value of this thing is increased again, of course. So you do have to move that a little bit backwards. Move this one a little bit forward. So you can actually see some light. And it's totally dark again. That means the shadow is still too strong. This one has to be 0, 4. Still darkness. Does the camera have to be closer? Oh, yeah, the camera has to be closer. Damn, that's some very strong shadows then. Yeah, that's fine. This is the correct value. Okay, let's save. GY, a little bit. G, Z. And I'm not even sure if I want to do the front shot or from the side, but at least we have a step forward. So in between, I should do the torso shot and face shot probably. And then next week we can probably work on the table and stuff. I think that's a plan. Oh, also another update on the breachers from Warhammer. I put magnets on all the bases, so I should be able to easily paint them, but I do have to wait because at the moment there's still some ice and snow in my country, so it's too cold to use a spray can to go paint your miniatures. I don't want to ruin all my hard work. That would suck. So I'm just gonna be smart and wait a little bit. Yeah. Well, like, winter isn't that bad, right? Because, hey, I like the winter season, like, if there's snow and if you can stay indoor. Even snowboarding, it's fun. But, yeah, if you want to do creative stuff and you want to paint stuff, then, yeah, you can't. But at least we made some progress. We made the boxes around the dice. I should probably also do a box around the cup holder. I think that would probably be a good plan. And we need to spread out more coins, I think, on the table, so it isn't like a fully empty table day. Or maybe like even a stack of cards. But we can do that later. That's pretty much just decorating, right? But that does mean I should probably end stream for now. Because I'm reaching my energy limit tax for today. Let's see, who else is doing stuff today? Ooh! Hey, Tatted Clouds is still streaming. Let's go there. It's probably pretty late for him though. Yeah, we can finally raid him again. He's actually online at the time that we end. Let's go there. And then I'll see you guys on Saturday. If you guys got Helldivers too, you can join me on Saturday. Have a good rest, Jinn. Thank you. But yeah, Saturday it is Helldiver time. I haven't played it in a, what is it? 1.5 week time. So I think there was an update. So we're gonna go check it out. Looking forward to play with some viewers actually. Hopefully we get some people to join in. But for today, I'm off. See you guys next time. Bye bye.